Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all, the real MVP, you already know. So today we're going to be doing a quick, fun little mini reading, pick a card for the Hunter's Moon. And I would like to get out two different types of readings for the Hunter's Moon. Hopefully that works out, but at least we get the fun pick a card one first. So if you guys would like to skip the intro and hear how I intend for these cards to be read, you can totally skip down to the description box or the comment box and find the timestamp below for your pile, whichever one you so choose. But if you are either brand new to pick a cards or you would like to hear the intro that I have to talk about how we are going to be picking these cards today, definitely stick around for a quick minute, and I appreciate your patience a whole lot because this is going to be a slightly different pick a card than the ones I have done before. So if you guys are hanging around here for the intro, as you can see, we've got 4 different piles here. I do have crystals on these guys already laid out for you, and I know you can see here in the corner I do have a deck of cards. So what we're going to be doing here, I thought I would try out something a little different. My guides actually did not want to give me tarot cards for these piles today. They wanted me to do this intuitively on the fly with the tarot cards. So what we're going to be doing here, you've got a couple of oracle cards that wanted to jump out for you guys for these piles, and the way that I have set these out is the same as I did in the last one, where these are meant to be read in elemental order. However, if you do not resonate with your element or your fire sign, you can pick whichever crystal calls to you. So these crystals are not specifically for the elements like the last one that I did where they coincided with the exact element. These ones do not. These ones actually wanted to be placed on these piles. These are the ones that I heard specifically should be here. So we do have 3 different types of oracle cards in here. We have the Starseed Oracle, we have the Messenger's Oracle, and then we have the Oracle of Shadows and Light at the bottom. And I just want everybody to understand the Oracle of Shadows and Light at the bottom does require a tiny bit of reading, and I am going to close up all of your readings with those because I feel like these ones really wanted to be used today. Like, that's the whole purpose of this reading, to be completely honest, was to utilize these Shadows and Light cards. So here we have a Smoky Quartz, here we have White Howlite, here we have Coquina Jasper, and this here is Dream Amethyst. So if you guys would like to pause the video and meditate on these piles, figure out which one calls to you the most. If you are brand new to pick a cards, you are able to pick any number of piles. So you can pick 1 that calls to you, 2 that call to you, 3, or even just let the video play and listen to all 4. So if you guys have joined me before for pick a cards, you know that I don't have editing, so I don't jump between the piles. The pile in between the piles is when I switch and do my quick little break, drink of water, compose myself. So if you guys decide to let the video play for all 4, just remember that you are going to be hearing a little bit of transition. So this is going to be a little interesting here, pulling these Light Seers cards on the fly. I was kind of going to try to do either 1 to 3 cards for each one. I don't really know where this reading's going to go, and I feel like that's kind of what my guides wanted. They really were emphasizing in me to trust the process so that you guys can learn to trust the process as well with me. So I will definitely put those timestamps below. If you guys don't want to listen to each one of these piles, you can pick the one that resonates for you, or you can stick around here with me. Just remember that Shadows and Light at the end of your reading will take a little bit of reading, okay? So I am going to start here with a quick prayer for those of you guys that are hanging out with me. Thank you so much. So we're going to go ahead and get started here now, and I call on my Father God, Mother Goddess, angels, ancestors, beings of light, any beings of light and love that wish to join me here in this reading today. I ask you guys to be with me. Please help protect my energy. Please help clear my mind as well as my intuition to deliver the messages that my viewers need to hear today. I ask that you help instill these messages in my readers, in their hearts and in their minds, to help them along their journey with the thinning of the veil on this Hunter's Moon, and to help their journeys going forth into the end of this year. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for me. I love you guys, and let's go. So if you guys are going to be joining me for pile number 1, let's go ahead and move these cards. And I do have really bad allergies today. I hope I'm not doing too much sniffling. That would be terrible. I'm gonna get a quick drink here. Sorry for your ears. All right, and this is where I'm gonna start the timestamp for pile number 1, future me. Alrighty, you guys, if you are joining me here for pile number 1, this beautiful smoky quartz pile, this was intended to be my fire element pile. I realize I did kind of gloss over that in the intro and I didn't specifically say it, but I will still put it in the timestamps as so. So here we have this beautiful smoky quartz. If you guys are drawn to smoky quartz, I definitely recommend looking into what it is smoky quartz will do for you. It's a beautiful, great stone. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these oracle cards, and I think we're gonna look at the oracle cards really quickly before we pull the tarot, okay? So like I said, we have 3 here. This is your starseed oracle. It says, Earthed, learn how to be human in the world, but not of it. All right, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that card in this deck. Next one we have here, be without malice. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Every time I get that card, it makes me think like, am I being mean? And then the last one we have here are beautiful shadows and light. It says, Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. So fire element, fire signs. If you guys are my fire signs, you're joining me as a fire sign. If not, pile number 1. What I'm thinking here is you guys might be a little bit in the clouds. A little grounding needs to be happening here. You might be a little in your head, and you might be a little indulgent here, maybe some devil energy. So especially in this time of the Mercury retrograde, the Mars retrograde, this thinning of the veil thing, we've got a lot of reverting to old habits. So I was watching an astrology video on what is going to be going on with the planets and everything right now, and they did say we were going to have a lot of reverting energy, going back to things that do not serve you in this time out of comfort, because everything's going to be changing so drastically. So let's go ahead and see if we can get something here from the tarot for you guys. So we are using the Light Seers Tarot. Can we get a message here for my pile number 1? Message for my pile number 1, fire signs. Ooh. Message for my pile number 1, fire signs. There we go. Okay. So what we had here was 2 cards flipped for you guys. We had the 9 of Cups as well as the 8 of Swords here. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. I think here with this 9 of Cups, we are talking about a beautiful type of emotional stability for you guys. So you might be doing pretty well for yourselves independently right now. This 9 of Cups talks about being fulfilled within yourself before achieving that 10 of Cups life, right? So you need to be fulfilled within yourself before you try to go on to the next step and do the 10 of Cups beautiful, happy family life. So you're doing great here with this 9 of Cups, this emotional stability within yourself. You might be right here with this Be Without Malice card. I'm also seeing kind of hermit vibes, so it feels like you might have kind of isolated yourself to try to heal a little bit, and I do think that's why we might have this situation here saying that you need to learn to be human. So you just might be ascending at a rapid rate here, and then it seems like this Hunter's Moon might really be accelerating that for you, and you might get kind of a big head, right? I know sometimes that happens when you start manifesting really amazing things, you start really getting into your groove, you kind of get a big head, right? And you think like, wow, I'm amazing, I can do everything, and it seems like that might be what's going on here a little bit with this emotional stability. You are doing great. It seems like you might have kind of cut off the world here. I'm really seeing this cut off the world with this picture, this be without malice, where it's like I'm seeing this image of you cutting everybody off, everybody, family, friends, everybody cut off. This is what I'm seeing, this image right here, just this of the hand, just cutting everybody off, getting rid of everybody so that you can be alone, you can heal, you can work on yourself, you can achieve this Nine of Cups, this emotional stability here. And I think that this really, I'm sorry, this is so funny. It says learn to be human, like you're not human. But be in the world, but not of it. So that is very important for starseeds and light workers. You got to realize we are having a human experience, but the material world, this third dimensional thing, it's not really real, right? So sometimes we might we might get in over our heads with this third dimensional thing, especially here with this overindulgence card of yours. So I think that you might have just gotten a little wrapped up in the material world and all of the amazing things it can offer you, whether that be anything you can overindulge in, right? I'm really hearing sexual activity for some reason. I was trying really hard not to say that and try to allude to it, but that's what I'm hearing very, very specifically. But you guys already know overindulgence can mean anything. That can be drugs, alcohol, even food, any type of activity that doesn't serve you, something that you become obsessed with, something that you just do a little bit too much of. And it looks here with that Eight of Swords like you might be trapped in that a little bit, where you're just having tons of fun. You just want to be yourself and have lots of fun because you are emotionally stable, you are comfortable within yourself. So here you're just kind of stuck in those ways where you don't want anything else, and you're a little trapped there, where it's like, although you are good within yourself, essentially, you don't want anything else, you also don't see the potential for growth here. You don't see the lesson, you don't see the message of what you are supposed to move toward here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this Fairy of the Divine Hand says for you. So this is a super interesting card. What number is she to? So Fairy of the Divine Hand, your divination message, it says stop. Stop. Very loud exclamation point. Stop. Stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight, and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has just gone up, and this is the time to stop, to look, and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight, wants you to stop and think before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. It may be in the form of a secretive relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scar people for a long, long time. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity, and harmony. You know when this temptation comes that you do not need to flee, you do not need to indulge, and you do not need to curse and berate this lovely, very earnest fairy with her clear message to stop and truly look at what is taking place. You know you simply need to pause, be quiet, clear, and know that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out and you are wavering. Caught in its delirium, this is not an opportunity to escape. This is your chance to break free. So I'm hearing here to take a look at the bottom of the deck for you. And we have the Page of Cups. That is actually not what I thought was going to be down there. So your Page of Cups, it just talks about kind of immaturity in emotion, which is really interesting to me that would be here with your Nine of Cups. So maybe this is speaking to me of another energy. So maybe you are either hanging out with the wrong person or pursuing the wrong person. Clearly this can be flipped. You could be pursuing somebody that is extremely emotionally stable because you are immature here with your emotions. So this is a very, if you look at this image, very head in the clouds type of dude. I like the little flying pig there. It's kind of like when pigs fly, right? There's a love there, little hands with a heart, and just very head in the clouds type of dude. So that's very interesting that this came out with your reading because of how like beautiful and airy this dude is here when everything else in your reading is super dark. So what I'm gonna say here with this Be Without Malice card, that one is just speaking really loudly to me here. Kind of watch your words. Be very careful. Like your oracle said, there might be something that you are acting without thinking, and you don't realize that things you say might really affect people. So especially in this time of the Mercury retrograde, communication is a very complicated situation for everybody. So please, please, please think before you speak. That's going to be your advice here, my friend. Think before you speak. Be without malice. I think that's a beautiful card to end on. Just definitely understand that you have a bigger effect on people than you think you do. It seems like you're a little self-absorbed at the moment. That's totally okay. We all go through something like that. And it's totally okay to indulge and have fun and party and do whatever you want to do, right? Everybody has to go through it. But just realize that there might be somebody looking up to you. There might be somebody who really wants to pursue either a friendship or a relationship with you, and the way that you're acting right now might not be the best thing for them to emulate. Okay, so that's a very specific message that might be for somebody, but I think that's all that I've got for you here, my friend. Just be very careful here with your words. I just keep hearing that I need to emphasize that to you. Either you have said something that hurt somebody that you didn't realize, or you will and just not think anything of it. And that's completely okay, you guys, especially as fire signs with the Mercury energy, I mean the Mars energy that's going on right now. I know it's completely easy to lose yourself in the fire, in the just extreme amount of fire that's going on, and trust me, I've been there. I'm a Leo sun. But you really have to understand, you guys, that we need to cool it sometimes. So I think especially here with this Page of Cups, that's why I'm getting this water here to look at it, because just need to cool down a little bit. So I think that you're gonna be okay. You're gonna get through this. Just remember, these retrogrades are not forever, but the things that you say that affect people might very well be forever. Okay, so please, 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 my friends, be aware of that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with what you're going through, with what you're doing. Everybody's got to do it, but it doesn't hurt to have a little compassion, right? It looks like you are not without cups here, and you might benefit a little from extending some of those cups to people around you, okay? So definitely, I'm not saying go out of your way to help everybody. I mean, it looks like you're doing what you're doing for a very specific reason, but just keep that in the back of your mind. You might be faced with a situation where you need to be a little bit more compassionate towards someone who's maybe younger than you, towards somebody who's emulating you, towards somebody who is interested in you, and you might just need to, I'm hearing chisel the sharp edges. I don't know if that means anything to you, but that's what I got for you, pile number 1. So I really hope that, you got something out of this reading. I hope this resonates for you. If you guys made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway. And I hope to see you in the next Hunter's Moon reading if I'm able to get it out. So blessed Hunter's Moon to everyone if not. Namaste. Alrighty, if you guys are hanging around with me for pile number 2, let's go ahead and clear the board. I have noticed my pile number 1s are always like really crass. I don't understand why. And I kind of feel bad giving crass messages, but not much I can do there, huh? I just read the cards. Alright, let me get a quick drink of water here. Whew. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so we're going to start the timestamp for pile number 2. Alrighty, pile number 2. If you guys are joining me here for this beautiful Hunter's Moon reading, thank you so much. I'm so excited for this reading. You got this beautiful piece of white howlite. If white howlite has been calling to you lately, you might want to look it up and see what it does for you. White howlite is an amazing stone. I'm just going to put it like that. That one's a taller one. I don't want it to fall. So let's go ahead and take a look very quickly at your oracle cards. I did forget to say this. I've kind of glossed over it, but these are meant to be in elemental order as well as your sign element. So this next one would be the earth pile. I keep forgetting about it because I didn't put too much importance on it this time. But here we have inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Next we have, change is unavoidable. And the last one we've got here is the 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3. I'm laughing because I got this one recently from this deck and I know the message that comes with it. So y'all are in for a treat here. Hope you guys don't start having weird dreams of these 3 witchy sisters like I do. So I'm actually gonna just start shuffling for you with this message here. With this inner earth one here, I feel like you guys might be going through a little bit of a struggle at the current moment, and that's why you got the change is unavoidable here. Like I said, I know the message of this 3 witchy sisters. I feel really bad for you guys because you guys are going through a cycle here and it's something that's gonna keep repeating. So the 3 witchy sisters talks about a cycle that needs to happen 3 times for you to learn the lesson. So there might be something you guys are noticing is very similar to something else you have gone through, or in the future you will notice this exact cycle coming up again and again. So this talks very specifically about a cycle that needs to happen 3 times for you to learn the lesson. It seems like learning the lesson once or twice is not enough, and you need to learn it 3 times for you to really get that one. So I think that's what's going on here. We're saying you'll survive this. Change is unavoidable. You guys just need to realize you are going through this cycle for a reason, and it just doesn't seem like it's gonna go away anytime soon. So let's go ahead and shuffle here for you guys. Can I get some messages for my pile number 2? My earth element peeps. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. Sorry, I'm trying to like lighten the mood. Everybody's getting really dark readings right now. I didn't mean for that to happen. All right. Any messages for my earth element peeps? Perhaps? Maybe? Any messages for my earth element peeps? Pile number 2, white howlite pile. What does my pile number 2 peeps need to hear? What do my pile number 2 peeps need to hear? Do you not want to play with pile number 2? Good grief. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. King of Swords. Oh, I see what your cycle is now, friends. Okay. Oh, sorry, sister. I didn't mean to. I mean, your eyes are closed anyways. Do you mind if I put that over your face? Okay. Oh, that's very specific. Wow, that's very specific. Okay, so right when I put that over her face, right, I said, do you mind? I'm hearing the first one has been done. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. So what I'm seeing here with my King of Swords dude here, he's a very thoughtful person, right? This could very well be you, could very well be your person. So I didn't intend on these being love readings, they're just general readings, so take this as it resonates, right? Your King of Swords dude here is a very thoughtful person. He could very well be mean too. I like to talk about the King and Queen of Swords as being just a little bit mean, a little bit sharp-tongued there, right? Like they say, the sword is double-edged. So even though you use the sword to defend yourself, you could very well end up stabbing somebody at the same time. He's a very isolated dude, right? Very contemplative. Look at him up there. He's enjoying nature by himself. I am being drawn to this image here of this nature scene as well as this nature scene. So you might very well, this is my earth pile, right? So you guys might be going out into nature right now because you're needing to ground yourselves, and in doing so, just kind of taking that time to yourself to really think about this cycle that's going on. It seems like with the first one being done, this might have been really hard on you. It might have really rocked your world. And if it is the same cycle I am going through, yeah, that first one sucked, y'all. I understand totally. And here with the Lovers reversed, we're looking at a little bit of imbalance in what could be a relationship, could be a partnership. Usually just talks about imbalance, like in your duality, but I'm hearing for this cycle specifically, this is imbalance in a relationship, and you could be dealing with somebody who keeps coming back. I'm hearing very hot and cold, very in and out. So if that is you, I'm very sorry, but you might have to go through that 2 more times with different people, whether it be with the same person or with 2 different people. That's definitely something to keep an eye out there for, because I do see you here as the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is a beautiful woman, right? She's very fiery, very passionate, very confident. And then we got that little cat down there, and it does talk about nature with me. So I'm seeing here, you might be sitting in your power and this person is just not quite matching up to you, right? And that might be why you guys are having issues where you kind of have higher expectations for them. Again, take it as it resonates. This could be reversed, but it seems like someone here is in their power. Someone has higher expectations for the other person, and the other person might just not be matching up to that, or they might not be at the same level. It seems like they might be trying to play catch up a little bit here and kind of stuck in their own cycles here with this reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and read for you what this 3 Witchy Sisters says specifically. Hang tight. She's number 9. And 9 is also right before 10, right? And 10 is usually the end of a cycle. So I feel like you might be in the last stretch here of that first cycle. I feel really bad, like I'm chuckling, because it's going to happen again and again, especially if you don't stand your ground, stand up for your boundaries. It's going to keep happening. I'm hearing specifically with this person, it's going to keep happening with this person. It seems like you might need to learn that lesson 3 times with this person, that either this person's going to break your heart or they're going to keep letting you down if you let them. Again, take it as it resonates. This could be different people coming into your life, but for someone very specifically here, I am hearing it's the same person that's going to keep doing this to you until you stand up for yourself and kind of give them the boot and realize that that change is unavoidable for yourself, for you to grow and prosper and be in your power here. Look at the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands too. That could very well be the pair that's happening here, with the King of Swords being either you or your person, Queen of Wands being either you or your person. Again, take it as it resonates. So the 3 Witchy Sisters divination message is very small here. It says, something that has just happened will happen twice, and then 3 times. Something that has already happened twice will happen 1 more time, and something that has happened 3 times is now complete, finished, farewelled, finally, by the 3 who are in charge of these strands of fate that repeat in 3s until the lesson is learned. So what I think here with this 3 Witchy Sisters is that really old image. Ooh, what movie was that? It's an old movie with Perseus. Someone's gonna tell me in the comments. You know what I'm talking about with the 3 old ladies, right? They share 1 eye. Okay, and that's kind of the image that I'm getting here too. That's very specific. I feel like somebody might be like a movie buff here and just kind of needed to hear that for some reason. Man, I feel for this pile. This is super rough. I know exactly what you're going through. And I'm hearing for you, White Howlite specifically. You need to look into what that can do for you. That might help you a little bit here. But here with your Inner Earth card, Let's just take a look at that thing. Look at how beautiful that is, right? You just need to understand that sometimes when things are really rough, just be in the moment, go out into nature. It seems like you might already be doing that, or you might be super greatly affected by nature. So it could benefit you extremely well to go out into nature, do a walk, do a meditation, go take a trip, what have you, something like that. Just do something to change your focus a little bit here, guys. Just realize that whatever the cycle is, it's something that you are extremely vulnerable to. This person might very well be your Achilles heel, and that's why you need to learn this lesson 3 times, okay? Because it seems like you might just drop your guard around this person. You might not really be yourself around this person, and you might think it's what you want, and your guides are telling you that it's not for your best good and you're not quite listening. So that is why this is going to keep coming up until you learn to stop the cycle in its tracks and let go, release, and do better for yourself. And the next time you're faced with a situation, you see that fork in the road and you go the opposite way for once, and really change up your path there to help affect that change for yourself, because the change is unavoidable. And if you're going to keep going down the same road, you are basically avoiding that change, and they're trying to tell you change is unavoidable. Eventually, you're going to get tired of doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're going to make that change. But do you really want to be beat down by that 3 times before you make that change, or do you want to make the change the next time that you see that? Second or third time, second or third time is a charm, but maybe you need to go to the 4th time being the charm for you to really learn that lesson. So I really hope that you got something out of this reading here, Earth pile number 2, white howlite pile. So if you guys made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool, thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway. And I really hope to see you in the next one. Namaste. All right, if you guys are going to be joining me again for pile number 3, let's go ahead and clean up here. I'm really sorry for all the noise, if you guys can hear that. I try my very best to avoid all of that noise chatter. It bothers me greatly, but there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. It really throws me off too when it happens. But we're gonna move swiftly along. Let me get a drink of water. And for those of you guys who stick around and let the video play, I would love for you to drop me something down there. What do you think about hearing all this stuff in the middle? It's weird, huh? Nobody else does that but me. I only do that mainly because I'm the type of person that just lets them play. Okay, let's rattle every pot we have in the house while I'm filming. All right, so I'm gonna start the timestamp here for pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, what is this, air element? My air element peeps. I'm actually really surprised that we are going to be using this here for air element, because this is Coquina Jasper. Coquina Jasper is made out of seashells. Coca or Coquina seashells, something like that. Very interesting piece of Jasper. So maybe you might be drawn to that for a specific reason. I would maybe look into what Coquina Jasper can do for you if you're drawn to it. But let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards here, pile number 3. If you guys are air element, air signs, what's up? If not, cool. You don't have to be. All right, guys. So I have not seen any of these cards. I don't know why I didn't tell any of you guys that, but I didn't see these cards before I laid them out. But this is amazing that these two look almost exactly the same, right? See how this lady has the 3rd eye here open, and then your seer is all about vision. So just going intuitively off of what these look like, you guys might be coming into some clairvoyance here. I know this card specifically is about increased clairvoyance and clear sight. So if you guys are here, I would be very interested to know if you're having any type of clear sight or crazy dreams or anything like that. This card here talks of serious energy. Serious as in like the planet, not serious like stern. So this says serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. So if you take a look at that card, we do have two sides. This talks about balance. This one here says, let the emotions flow. I love this card. And then your winged seer says, you see clearly? Yeah, you see clearly, clairvoyance. So the only reason why I know that this one off the top of my head, I have gotten this recently in a reading for myself as well, and I can definitely attest to what's been going on with the clairvoyant situation, especially here in this thinning of the veil and the hunter's moon. So you guys might definitely be realizing you can see things before they happen, having premonitions, or feeling like you can see what someone can do in the other room. It's super weird to be happening, but it very well happens, especially right around this time where everything's just kind of going crazy, right? So I'm very interested to see what this emotions message is here. I don't know. I'm seeing the image of her mouth being closed, right? Both of these ladies have their mouth closed and their eyes open. So it seems like you might not be speaking up in a situation. You might just be observing. You might be the type of person like a wallflower that likes to just sit back and observe and not say anything. And you might have a situation in your life right now that's really affecting you very heavily that you are not speaking about and kind of just carrying the burden of around in your daily life. And that's why there's the image here of this lady crying while she has her eyes closed, right? It could be something that's really heavily affecting you, really weighing on you very heavily, and you're not speaking about it. And especially with all those eyes, so many eyes in that winged seer picture, right? I know that the winged seer is about clairvoyance specifically, but I feel like somebody is being watched also. That's a different message. That's for somebody specifically. Somebody's being watched here in this pile, and it might be really bugging you. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. I got like 3 different cards at the same time. Which ones are we starting with? This is interesting. Okay. So here we got your Page of Wands, we got your Page of Pentacles, and I actually opened to the World card as well. I was not planning on doing that. I haven't had too many jumpers today in these cards. So your Page of Wands here is, look at her being excited. I'm trying to look at these upside down, and it's a little difficult at the moment, but I'm hearing adventure for this Page of Wands. It seems like either you're going on adventure, you want a new adventure, or there's an adventure coming toward you. With this Page of Pentacles here, I'm not hearing the normal messages for these cards right now, which is interesting. Page of Pentacles, I'm hearing like you're holding on to something. Oh, okay, I see. So you're holding on to something here with this Let Your Emotions Flow card. We've got the 2 pages here, which speaks of 2 immature energies. So it seems like somebody wants to be really super out there, and somebody is very quiet. This is very specific. And look here in the World. So this is talking about, could very well be talking about travel. But I'm hearing completion of a cycle specifically with this card here in this one. So this could be between 2 people here. Like I said, it could be a fire sign and an earth sign. It doesn't have to be. It could just be a very fiery, passionate, exciting person and a very quiet, grounded, keep to yourself wallflower kind of person. But I'm hearing the completion of a cycle here with this one. That's super interesting that that's the message that I'm getting for these guys, because your oracle cards don't have much to do with that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, baby. Okay. A little bit of apathy, a little bit of left out in the cold here, friends. So, what's going on? What's going on, friends? Do we need to have a talk here? Do I need to just like pause the video and have a talk with you, my friends? Like, do you need a hug? Are you okay? This is sad, homies. I don't know what's going on right now. It seems like you're doing big work, right? Like really big work, big inner work, big work for the collective, but you're not being super fulfilled here in your own life. And I'm not seeing much change to that. What's going on? What am I not seeing here? Okay. I need to read this card for you. You don't need the clairvoyance message. You need this one. Hang tight, please. Let's see. This is sad. I don't know why this is so sad right now. Bring harmony and balance. You're part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and again to seed the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on Earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating in your own life, and the ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. How are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? Okay, I see. So you may very well here be feeling called to this higher purpose, right? And dealing with the things that are going on in your third dimensional plane, and just feeling super overwhelmed with everything that's going on. You feel like this higher sense here within yourself. You see that you've got these powers and you're just really super overwhelmed at the moment. I think that that's why we've got this earth and fire here. It's talking about balance. I feel like you're young. You might be young. You might be just starting out on your journey, could very well be what that means with young as well. But with the Four of Cups, this is just apathy, not really having any interest, being completely indifferent to anything that's going on around you, right? This Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, feeling like you can't quite get in, or you may have very well locked yourself out on purpose. This is kind of sad, guys. But let's just look at the World card, right? Let's find the happy, okay? I think that that's what's going on here, and that's why I can't quite see a direction with this reading specifically, is because you can't quite see a direction specifically, right? And that happens sometimes in my readings. I will just be banging my head trying to figure out why I can't figure out what I'm missing, and that might be because that's your energy that I'm picking up here on. So it's very possible that you might not be able to see what you're missing. You might feel like you're looking and looking and looking and you can't quite see what you're missing, and you feel just a little lost at the moment. Just a little lost, a little locked out. So I'm going to go ahead and read here the Winged Seer message for you. I'm really sorry for all the reading, guys. It seems like reading might be something big for you too. I don't know if you are a reader or if you need to start doing some reading, like seeking some solace in books, or maybe that's what you are doing, and that's what I'm picking up on here, where it's like you're just doing tons of research and you think like, I know, that's what I'm hearing. It's like, I know, but I can't see. I hope that makes sense to somebody. I know, but I can't see. I'm hearing that one very loudly for this. So the message here for the Winged Seer is your clairvoyant ability is being enhanced by the Winged Seer. You may be able to tune in and remote view, almost be able to see behind doors and into rooms and receive images that let you know what someone is doing without you actually being there at the time. All of these experiences will either empower or scare you. You have been asked for more information, asked to discover what you need to know. Oh, that makes sense. Now that the information has come to you, you must be courageous and take action based on what you cannot logically explain. It is important now more than ever to be honest about what you can see, but most of all, to be honest with your own self. And that is also kind of the feeling I was getting here, where it's like you're looking for answers outside of yourself. And that's a lot of what I'm seeing here with this looking outwardly, researching, doing lots and lots and lots. Like you're doing the most, but you're not quite getting it right. You're not quite clicking. Like there's that key right there. It's right there. It's right there, you guys, but you can't quite get it. And you don't know why, right? So I really hope that you guys find what you're looking for. I do. I feel for you here, my friends. And if I had known one of my readings was going to go this way, I would have grabbed my angel cards to help you out a little bit. But I really hope that this helped you see a little bit of what your issue may be here. It seems like you may not even be aware that this is the issue here, and you just feel a little empty at the moment. And that's what I'm feeling, is just empty, quiet, indifferent, left out, lost. And my heart goes out to you, my friend. So I really hope that you got something out of this reading here. I really hope that this resonated for you. If you made it to the end, feel free to give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway. And I really hope to see you in the next one, my friend. Namaste. If you guys are sticking around here with me for the next pile, woof, let's go ahead and clean up. That one was a doozy. They're just getting harder and harder, so I hope the next one is okay. Woof. That's all I could say, y'all. Woof. I didn't intend for any of these readings to go this way today. All right. We're right on track with time. Let me get a drink of water. Okay. Man. Everyone's got the hard lessons today, huh? Alrighty, this is where we're going to start the timestamp for pile number 4. Alright, pile number 4. My water element peeps, my water signs. If you guys are here because you're water element, water signs, whatever, you don't have to be. If you are just here because you are drawn to this beautiful dream amethyst, I really hope you guys take a look into what dream amethyst is and what it can do for you. I have a feeling your reading is going to be really super interesting. If this is the first one you are joining us for here today, let me just say, all these readings have been kind of crazy, kind of dark, kind of deep, and it looks like yours is no exception. So, woof, guys. All right, you have double mission card here. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. That's a good card. This 4th pile, I've noticed, always has like the best reading. All right, you guys, this one says embrace the dark. And this one here is Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. So, my water element peeps, look at that. All right, let's go ahead and start shuffling here on your tarot, my friends. It's very interesting you chose that dream amethyst. That's one of my favorite stones. It does very heavily affect sleep, dreams, of course. That's why it's called dream amethyst. Plus, it's beautiful. Look here, friends. I almost said looky like a 5-year-old. Let me get looky. So, we got the reconciliation card here. I've noticed in these readings I haven't had too many flippers and jumpers. It's just kind of going from the bottom. So yours is actually some kind of exciting energy here, which is super cool. I'm stoked on that. I can get behind that. So it looks like we got some kind of reconciliation, whether that be friendship, family, especially with the holiday time coming up, right? You might be having somebody come back from the past. It is that Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, right? Hunter's moon. It is just time, right? Tis the season for people to come back into your life. So don't be surprised by that one. Oh, no. Why we got so many? I have to take all of them too, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. Bear with me here, friends. Woof. Okay, so here we have your Three of Cups, right? That's the one that first came out. We have 3 other cards that came out with these. So I'm going to put your Three of Cups over here so that it doesn't get mixed up in this message. It seems like this one is very specific, so... We got a King of Pentacles here with a 7 of Cups and a 5 of Cups. Why do you guys have more cards than everybody else? What's going on here? Looks like your King of Pentacles is he's leading your story here. Sitting pretty. This is could be an earth sign dude, doesn't have to be. Could be a very patient person. Could be a very secure in his money type of king dude. He just looks really calm, right? Very studious, sitting there with all those bookshelves, sitting there with his... Is that a wolf? Yo, I thought that was a dog. And then looks like we've got some confusion about choice here. Moving from the 7 to the 5 of Cups is really interesting. That looks like you're taking a couple steps back, like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And with the confusion of choice here, oh, look at that. We went from the 3 of Cups to the 7 of Cups to the 5 of Cups. 4 steps forward, 2 steps back. So we got some confusion around choice here. I'm really surprised none of these are reverse as well. Your 5 of Cups is just kind of a little bit of depression here, you guys. And it tis the season. I always get super depressed around this time as well. Not surprised, however, there are so many cups in a water reading, considering this is supposed to be the water element, water sign peeps. So if you guys are water signs, that makes complete sense. I'm not seeing anybody else in this reading here. In the other ones, I was seeing quite a few different energies. It seems like yours is all about you, except for that 3 of Cups. Although the 3 of Cups could very well talk about a reconciliation with yourself. It's very possible. With that double mission here, it looks like you... Ooh. Oh, okay. Double mission and the 7 of Cups. I'm seeing very specifically like steps here. And I wasn't reading it that way to be specific. So it looks like you may be sitting pretty here. Mind you, this can be something else, somebody else in your reading. That's very possible. But you can be sitting pretty here with your money situation and just feeling very comfortable within yourself, realizing there is something else here spiritually that you are feeling drawn toward, that you are feeling like you need to start moving toward. And then it's like, where do I go, right? I have all of these options. Where do I go? And so it seems like you are being called here to embrace the dark because you're a little bit depressed here. There's some grief, there's some sadness, and it may be talking about embrace the dark here within that sadness and see the beauty in the sadness itself, and try to find... I'm really sorry for all the noise, guys. Try to find the beauty in the sadness that you've got going on here. Use that solace, you guys. Use that solace. That's what I'm hearing, is use that solace. So let's go ahead and take a look at what your Eclipse Mermaid has to say. We've had plumbers all week working on my mom's bathroom, and I didn't think they were gonna come. They told me I had an hour. I guess it's been 53 minutes. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Let's see what your Eclipse Mermaid says here, guys. A powerful energy shift. She says a deeply emotional, energetic shift akin to that of a powerful full eclipse is taking place in your life. There could be revelations, scandals, and truths being told too at this time, and you may feel the urge to change what you eat, how you look and dress, how you express yourself, what classes you take, who you hang out with, and what you thought you wanted to do with your life. If you are on the path, your own soul path, everything that takes place will be good and right, even if it is disruptive. If you have not placed your feet on the path, this time may feel more disruptive, tumultuous, and surprising. Any change at this time will bring you closer to who you truly are. It is up to each of us to choose how we move through an eclipse. Only one thing is certain: resistance is futile. That is amazing, friends. So it looks like you are moving toward an exciting time. I'm hearing 555, so change, lots of change. It is the time of change here for you. So I really hope that you got something out of this reading here, friends. If you made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool, thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway. And I really hope to see you in the next one, friends. Namaste. Maybe not.